What's good? Welcome back to Divinity Gems. Got my Geminis coming up next. What's going on, Geminis? Let's get our reading going. August 27th through September 2nd. Full moon today. Full moon is in Pisces. Pisces. Find out where Pisces is in our chart, but with the sun being in Virgo and with it being Virgo season and it contrasts in Pisces, which is, yeah, they're pretty two opposites right there. Virgos who are all stable and analyzing, and then you got Pisces who are all in the clouds and dream world. And so those two contrasts, be interesting to see how this full moon plays them out. Definitely check where Pisces is in your chart. This is for my Gemini. Let's do our 9-card spread for the week. Bottom of the deck is 10 of Wands. I like to see the 10 of Wands in reverse all day long. No more burdens. No more burdens. No more heavy loads. No more doing too much for others than we do for ourselves. It's a great card. The bottom of the deck to have in reverse. All right. Knight of Swords is in reverse. Kind of like a little rebelliousness on him, like he's just wanting to do it his way right here. He's wanting to do it his way right here. Coming out with the 4 of Wands, I feel like this is what he wants to do his way. He wants to come towards something that he wants to come towards. This is a milestone he wants to reach, whether it's with a relationship, whether it's with an endeavor that we're trying to work on for ourselves. This is us not caring, and this is us going towards it. The devil energy is out though. Why is the devil busy? Why? Hey man, change your perception on something. Changing your perception on something, Gemini. Possibly what you viewed as devil energy, possibly what you viewed as a temptation to throw you off of your path. You're looking at it differently. And now, this 7 of Cups is in reverse. If you really look at this wonderful fairy tale, wonderful thing, Fantasyland world of her riding on this mystical dragon. She's got the free spirit on her. She's got the dragons got cups everywhere, everywhere. So to me, this is just about a whole lot, a whole lot. She got a whole lot going on. It's excessive to a certain degree. She got rainbows and cups and flowers everywhere, and there's just no particular pattern of concentration on anything. It's just about having fun, being free, being wild, all these options all around the table. But look, it was in reverse. And then the Death card is here as well. So I feel like the devil was out with the Hangman together. Changing your perception on what you viewed as bad for you or good for you. There's a transformation coming to that with the Death card. Now you're going to see what it is you want. I've got the King of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Wands in reverse. Was in reverse, like that. But this is how they look up, right? So you got the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands in reverse. Gemini, there's no action when both of those people are in reverse. With the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands being in reverse, there is no action. This could possibly be older energy that there was no action. There was no action being taken. But now I think that was because there was so many options on the table. And possibly there still are so many options on the table. But the Death card is coming to change that and change your perception on what you view as a good option and what you view as a bad option, because there is something that you desire to reach, but you just may not know who to reach it with. Transformation is coming to that area. And then the Sun card being at the bottom in reverse, like that was an area, it was in reverse. That was an area that you just were not happy with how it was going in your life. For a lot of us, that is a love situation. And for others, it's just something we were working on. Could be a family situation. I see love, and I also see love, not necessarily romantic love. I see love like family relation type of love, mother, father, sister, brother type of love, and a disappointment there, or different ways we wanted to go about it while that devil was out, but we just saw it a different way. And there were a lot of ways we could have went with it, but we're handling it in a different type of way. Let's get some clarity. I left that lost card out there. I'm going to put it back in the deck. It was not out initially. All right, Gemini, let's see what it is. Let's get some sure clarity on all these cups in the water. That's Seven of Cups card. Page of Cups in reverse. The Chariot's in reverse. So you're not moving towards anything that doesn't feel good to me right here. You're not moving towards anything that don't feel right. And this is what this was in reverse for to me. So that's the Chariot. Definite movement, takeoff, action, movement. And there's the Page of Cups. What she is desiring, who she is wanting, what she is wanting. Knight of Swords is in reverse. Therefore, the Chariot and the Page of Cups is in reverse. Not moving towards anything that you don't want. And that's him. He's rebellious. He's not going to do it if he don't want to. So he didn't want to. And he's in reverse. It's not what I want. I'm not doing it. I mean, that's King of Swords type of energy right there. If it's not logical, then King of Swords don't roll with it. So Page of Cups, Chariot in reverse. Not moving on it if it's not what I wanted. If it's not what I wanted, I'm not moving on it. If it's not what I asked for, if it doesn't have what I wanted, I'm not moving on it. But a milestone is still reached some kind of way. Let's get clarifier on this Four of Wands energy. So I feel like the love you were working on, the love that you were working on, you found out it wasn't the greatest thing since sliced bread like you thought it was. It wasn't. You were working on an older relationship for a long time now. And it wasn't the greatest thing since sliced bread. Just was not coming together for you. But then something new is. A new cycle. Moving with that Eight of Wands energy. Moving, thunderously moving. So where there was no movement towards the things that you don't want, now I feel like there's movement towards what you do want. Up there sitting on top of the world, handling business, I feel like you're moving towards that. Because that Chariot is in reverse. That Chariot ain't going nowhere. Nowhere, because it's not what she desired. That was in reverse. If it was upright and the Chariot was in reverse, I'd be like, you want this love, but it ain't coming towards you. Or whatever you desired is not coming towards you. But now, you not moving because it's not what you asked for. It's not what you wanted. What you do want, you will be moving towards. And you will be reaching a milestone with it. So, the old thing you worked on and it didn't work out well for you, this new thing that's moving is moving in a positive direction. And it will have you at the end of the day sitting on top of the world. There's that moon for the full moon. And the Five of Cups is upright with the moon. So the loss, what you are losing, what you are letting go is of anything you don't want. That Ace of Cups being in reverse. You don't want it. Anything you don't want, whether it's a job, whether it's a love, whether it's some family members getting on your nerves, anything in your life that you don't want at this time, Gemini, you will be transitioning away from it. And you will be moving towards with clear insight with the Ace of Wands. There's clear insight with the Ace of Wands. All those horses moving in one direction, and the stampede is clear power and direction. You will be moving. You will be moving towards the things you want. The unknown card is out. So you might still just be thinking, I was going to say. And as I said that, somebody's caught your eye. The cup is raised. And now you seeing, does that come out with the unknown? You're wondering about this one thing that's standing out from the rest right now. You're wondering about it. It's got you intrigued. It does. Oh, yeah. Queen of Swords. All right, Gemini, that's the air sign right there. Queen of Swords. Knowing who she is and embracing the change. Coming out with the Hermit card, I feel like you are, as a Queen of Swords, we do tend to be isolated. For as social as we are, the social butterflies, we have no problem being in hermit mode because we're comfortable there thinking. And that's sometimes what we need to do, get away from everybody to think. But with the Queen of Swords being out in hermit mode, I feel like you're going to come up with the best possible outcome here because you are taking your time logically to think about it without any outside interference. And that's why I feel like you're so determined to go after what you want and know that you will be rebellious on going towards what you don't want. Not going towards nothing that is not serving my best interest. Not doing it. Oh, yeah. Queen of Cups. Knowing what you want. I feel like the Page of Swords is getting to know herself so that she can reach the status of the Queen of Swords. So the Page of Swords, she's just a little less refined. That's the word I want to use. A little less refined. She's a little loose with the tongue more so than that Queen of Swords will cut you too, but she's matured in the way that she swings that sword. And whereas this one swings that sword, it's going to be righteous, but she swings that sword. So what you don't want, you will have no problem vocalizing to either those people or about that situation. You will have no problem vocalizing what you don't want, because now it's just about deciding what you do want as the Queen of Cups emotionally in your cup. What do you want? What do you want? That's the only decision left to be made, Gemini. Everything else looks like it's moving in the proper direction. And with you coming out as the Queen of Swords, knowing yourself, I feel like that's where it all starts right there. Yes, there are a lot of options out here. A lot of options. But this is getting us nowhere. This is serving no purpose, just riding around in this fantasy world. So, new moon, not moon, full moon, ending cycles, new beginnings. I feel like something new will be going down this week, Gemini. When it comes to picking what we do want, narrowing down some of those options, and having more clear insight with that eight of wands and all those horses. 8 of wands is also just really clear insight, knowing what to do next. So I feel like we're coming into that clear feel right now of what we want and what we want to do next. We got South Node. Ooh, and the Part Fortune increase. I'm going to keep those both. Let's see what's going on. South Node is about karma, karmic debts, life debts. So a lot of us are playing out a lot of our karma right now from a past life. 45 is for the Part Fortune increase. Whenever I look at this card, when you look through that circle, kind of like, it's like seeing another world back there that you can't get to yet. But once that blockage is removed, then you get there. And then it's 45, so it adds up to 9. Just the numerology of it is a cycle to me, a cycle ending. But quote on this one, fortune favors the brave. So attributed to Terence. This has Terence, 190 through 1159 BC. So we're talking about an old quote. Fortune favors the brave. Yeah. Inherent talents. This is the card in brief. The gifts one is born with. What comes easily. What is natural. instincts, perception, desire, success, gains, where one has good fortune, happiness, wealth, creativity, what flows in easily, having your needs provided for, encountering success, increase, generosity, openness, public recognition, acclaim, good health, being virtuous, habits, patterns, sensation, a sense of belonging, the gifts of childhood, family issues, cycles, finding balance, anxiety, fear of failure, taking on more than you can handle, repairing what needs to be fixed, working off the grid, being being responsible solely for your own victory. And the Ten of Pentacles is at the bottom, corresponding card. Where you are lucky, fortune, karmic triggers, destiny, and fate. And that was on the part fortune card. But for it to be out with karma on the South Node, wow. Okay, so it's very clear as the Queen of Wands that you know who you are, Gemini. The gifts you are born with, what comes easily to you, what's natural to you. You know who you are. But what you're looking for right now is having your needs provided for, the good fortune, the happiness, the wealth, whatever flows to you easily, what feels good, you are naturally about to gravitate towards, and what doesn't feel right, you are going to rebel against. I saw that through the reading. Openness, public recognition, acclaim. This is the time of year that everything starts moving. So a lot of us will come into new successes, new increases. Financially, this is that time of year for us. New jobs, increased generosity, openness, public. Okay, good health, being virtuous. Patterns and cycles. This is what it's all about. These moon cycles. So a cycle is ending where you were wanting something, but it didn't work out. Working on what you were working on, you let that go, and now it's about bringing in the new. It's about bringing in the new. I also saw family issues and cycles in there. So if this wasn't a romantic, like I said, it could have been love related, but not romantic love related. So for some of us, this was about family members. Taking on more than you can handle, that dang on 10 of Wands in reverse up there. No longer doing that. We put that in reverse. That 10 of Wands was in reverse. No longer taking on more than you can handle. Repairing what needs to be fixed. Working off the grid. And the last part I liked, being responsible solely for your own victory. You know how much influence you have over your own life and your decisions, how much they affect your life. So I think you've learned that as well, Gemini. Let's see about your South Node Life Deck card. 42. Karma, when properly understood, is just the mechanics through which consciousness manifests. Deepak Chopra. South Node represents a karmic point in our charts where certain matters must be discharged or cast off in order to develop and move on towards greater things. Can't bring in the new if we don't let go of the old, and we know that this is how the cycles work. So while the North Node opens the doorway, which is your life purpose, the South Node represents karmic debts that can make life circumstances hard. But neither the North Node nor the South Node are all good luck or bad luck. When it comes to the nodes, what will be given is what has been earned. So you earn this karma, and karma doesn't always have to be bad. If you've been putting out some good things and you've been feeling like you haven't been blessed, though you've been the person working hard, like in that previous situation I saw, you were the hard worker, but that other person, then your South Node debt will be something good, something that you weren't getting in that relationship, something that you deserve now. If you were being the person that was in negative energy in this situation, well, you reap what you sow. You're going to get back your karma. So that's the one thing to understand. This is not karma, is something you create. It's not nothing that just God puts on you and sticks on you. This is something you create with what you do in your life, what you've done in previous lives. So when South Node card turns up, it's a turning point. It's time for endings and beginnings. As we say, this is all about the cycles, the moons, all about endings and beginnings. Understand that there is something about to close that has been held in place for a long time. Familiar things will end, ushering you forward in new ways and through different developments. You are ready to step up out of the rut and align yourself with a higher vision. I like that. It's a major turning point for you, Gemini. South Node is all about being prepared for what comes next. That means being experienced. That's right. All right. So sometimes there's restrictions. Let's go with the brief. Restrictions, challenges, inborn gifts, dramatics, sweeping change, doors closing while others open, breaking free of fetters, psychic breaks that bring on full potential, endings, usually without long-term trauma, letting go, wake-up calls, repetition, skills performed without much thought or effort. How those two cards went together. Deeply held beliefs, the law, karma and karmic relationships, cause and effect, fate, previous states of existence, what you have failed to live up to so far, memories of previous lives, lessons not learned or processed, old patterns, the shadow side, what is beneath the surface, addictions, becoming trapped in situations, feeling chained, unresolved conflicts, insecurity, depression, doubts, instincts, growth, thoughts, and deeds. The soul's journey through space and time. And then the Ten of Swords was the corresponding card. Endings, the closing of doors, beginnings, a shocking loss, but then a fresh start. So that old thing gone, that new thing coming, moving away from what you don't want, allowing to come in now what you do want. And then just whatever your particular karma was, it should be returning that to you either in the way you deserve it, So you've been a good person and not had a relationship come around the way you feel like this person is supposed to be treating you or dealing with you. Structural type of relationships that we have with family. So how we have been dealing with parents, maybe siblings. What we put in, we're going to get back. That's what this is telling me right now. So if you've been putting in, Gemini, some good hard work and it's not been reciprocated, your South Node life debt is for someone to come into your life to give to you what you have given to those who have not reciprocated. Other way around, gotta be honest. Honesty is where it's all at. Definitely gotta be honest. I'm gonna pull today a soulful card. I pulled this on the Leo spread the first time I pulled it, but it is a soulful women card. Doesn't necessarily have to be for women. I didn't want it to be taken that way, but we are all working on our masculine and feminine energies right now. So I want to see for Gemini, since we did also have a relationship situation, what lesson we're learning when it comes to just our inner self, knowing thyself. Message for Gemini. Very sticky. But this deck is by Shushani Movesian and Gemma Summers. But the artwork is really beautiful. So it is women on every card, but males, don't view that as that the message is not for you either. Feminine Law of Attraction is the card that came out. I love the creative adventure that is my life. I celebrate myself as a female creator. So, like I said, don't pay attention to the female part if you are a male. You are supposed to be, if you are a healthy, evolved type of male, balancing your masculine and feminine qualities. So, what is masculine? What is feminine? Feminine might be those softer, nurturing type of feelings that you have when you drink in your feelings. You are being... That is a feminine emotion. That is a feminine feeling. Does it make you homosexual to have feminine feelings? No. So it is about the knowing of that each of us, a female and a male, should have a proper balance of masculine, feminine energy. If I am being powerful and strong, I am embracing my masculine energy. Does not make me being a man or a woman trying to be a man. It means I am embracing my masculine, but there is a balance with my feminine. I'm still just as soft. I'm still just as nurturing and loving as a female. So just wanted to put that out there first. Feminine Law of Attraction. Let's just see what the book says on that one. We'll wrap this reading up. 36. I love the creative adventure that is my life. I celebrate myself as a female creator. I follow the dreams and desires that feel right for me. I am guided to make the right choices for me, regardless of what others may be doing. I take the next step, knowing that the answers and solutions will appear to me as I need them at the right time, and I am ready to act on them. I use the law of attraction to gently examine the results in my life, using these results to refine my beliefs, habits, and actions. I trust the flow. Rather than following fearful thoughts, I feel gratitude for the opportunity to learn, grow, and evolve. I continue to focus on those things that bring me delight and make me eager for more. All right, now, Gemini, that's so funny because the way she said that right there, I felt that feeling through the whole spread. I really did. I want you to see how she's creating basically off of her own energy. Karma, even like what you're putting out there. Look, she's gathering and then she's bringing it back to herself, what she knows she deserves. The law of attraction is totally karmic because you bring in what you put out there, which was definitely all over your reading. So that's definitely a nice card to end on, Gemini, the law of attraction. Create, create. You know what you don't want. Now go towards what you do want. That is the law of attraction. Not allowing lingering energy, because when we allow it and we continue to take it, then we attract, or we cannot attract something new. We can attract something just like that energy, but we can't attract anything new. So what I saw in that spread was us rebelling against anything that was not in our own best interest and going towards something that was clearly making us happy and is going to work out for us in the long run. So you are celebrating yourself as a creator, knowing that you have the power to choose and create your life. It's not just handed to you. You have the ability to make changes to your life, to get the positive, to get the negative out, to bring more positive in. You hold a whole lot of power over your life. And yes, what you put out will come back. So be sure it's something positive. That's your reading. Hey, what's up, Sun Goddess? Thanks for stopping by. And yeah, that was the full moon reading. I'm gonna may start to do monthlies. We'll see, but I like the weekly flow, so we'll keep it at there right now. But next week we'll have a new weekly reading. But this is your reading up until September 2nd. Hope you enjoyed your reading. If you do need a personal reading, definitely stop by my webpage, www.divinitygems33.com. Till next time.